House training. It's important to realize that puppies don't know that they are not to use the house for their toilet. This is where you are going to heavily invest the time and effort to teach your new puppy what the expectations are for the first 3 weeks they are home. The best way to communicate with your puppy what the expectations are is to give them immediate reinforcement when they do something correctly. That means when they do their business in the designated appropriate area, they need to be rewarded. Rewards can be in the form of praise, pets, or daily food rations. Don't hesitate to alternate the types of rewards you give your puppy. The only time you are not to praise your puppy or reward them when they do their business is from 10 p.m. to the desired wake time in the morning. Any potty breaks during this time frame should be boring, uneventful, and efficient. That means it's not playtime. It's strictly time to eliminate. This event should not be met with excitement, fuss, or ceremony. It's important that we have realistic expectations on when your puppy should be housebroken. Every dog is different depending on size, activity level, food and water intake, sleeping, and nap times. The reality is that they will not be 100% house-trained for some time. It can take anywhere from 6 months up to a year. Accidents are going to happen, and you need to understand that they're not your puppy's fault. Puppies are learning to navigate through our world, and they are still babies, so remember that they are not having accidents out of spite. They just need to go when their bodies tell them to. We need to be forgiving when accidents happen. Here is a guideline of how long your puppy can hold it. Remember that all dogs are individual and may fall outside these charts. If your puppy is having an unusual number of accidents, then something to consider is that they may have a medical issue, and it's best to rule this out by having your vet do an examination. Limiting your puppy's movements by means of crates, playpens, gated areas will help you supervise and recognize when your puppy needs to go. Here we have a list of things you need to look for when your puppy might need a toilet break. Have they eaten in the last half hour? Are they actively playing for over 15 to 20 minutes? Are activity levels and water intake higher than usual? Have they just woken up from a nap? These are the cues that you need to look out for. The cues that your puppy might give that indicate it's time for a toilet break are sniffing the ground and overly distracted, excitement within the last half hour. They've had a stimulating reinforcement-filled training session, or they might move towards the direction where they are normally allowed to go. If you see your puppy showing these signs, it's best to get them to their designated potty area. The goal is for your puppy to alert you when they need to go and eliminate in the appropriate place. When you see the cues from your puppy, pick them up so they don't have an accident before arriving at the designated area and put them down when you arrive. You need to refrain from playing games or getting them excited so they aren't distracted from the task at hand. You can give them a verbal cue such as, "Hurry up." Wait until they have completed their business, then calmly celebrate their success. Things you need to remember throughout this process is that the amount of time you spend supervising and watching for cues from your puppy and following through on the how-to plan will determine how quickly your puppy will understand what is expected of them. If you are not prepared to supervise closely, then make sure you use the limiting environment areas so your puppy has restricted movement while you are busy doing other things. It's your effort that will determine your puppy's success.